Hi, stream.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The weather had temporarily calmed. The den of sin in this city is pretty pretty packed. You guys had been informed through just listening around, and I believe some conversation that there was um, a what do you call
I
it, a
will
trade
be right
show.
back.
Uh, there was a trading event that was uh, interrupted by the storm, but it's still intended to go on once things can be set up. So a number of the people here, it's are visitors to the excuse me uh, to the port of Catalan uh, within the Nympha Empire, featuring Mughals, Numau, various other folks, along with a not unnoticeable amount of uh, Nympha Nympha automata, as there are a few robed people in the area that you saw from the previous uh, encampment that you were in appeared to control them, whether they're here as just general town guard or here guarding specific people, that has yet to be determined. Um, Peter, which is how I will pronounce this name, which is apparently based in Russian, is being a little bit more wary of Thomas, but still, of course, doing his job. Um, if the players look around the map, there are a few.
I'm back.
There are a few individuals that clearly were meant to be participating in the upcoming trade affairs, which may or may not be willing to hawk their wares.
You did catch that I was gone and back, yeah?
Yeah, he was just doing the recap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Well, just check out the quote shop, temporary shops, real fast.
You know, there's merchant people you just kind of find.
Uh,
Okay. If you are interested in some of these wares, feel free to approach the people and double click on the and shift double click on the shop scrolls.
So I have to find them on the map. Okay.
are there any bullet places? Places to get bullets?
That is a matter of kind of wandering to the people who seem open to things. Because again, they aren't exactly completely set up, but they do have some of their wares, with them.
I never told Kisa, did I?
No, I don't think she knows, the newness.
Yeah.
No, I see a good one for Eric, but I don't think he can afford it.
How much?
Who you
I'm
got?
looking at Shop 1 right now.
Shop
What is it?
one. Down with the R. Okay.
There it is. It's called the Acolyte Dawn Manacles. Increases your wisdom by 2, allows you to break 20, and grants dark vision.
Yeah.
As I say, since he's the only one in the group that uses wisdom-based stuff, it's like, yeah, that'd be useful for him. It's 175k, so I don't know if he can afford it, but
She'll be. Makoto will be talking about where she got what she intends to sell, because she. Let me go to this remote to make sure I got the right area in mind. There we go. She has gotten a number of these artifacts from diving into the Keratin ruins with a group of freelancers that she hires for just kind of more guarding, guarding and bodyguarding purposes, while she does the actual puzzle solving and such. The manacles were in fact, according to her, in a chest that was within a large rock-like creature.
Did you say it was within the? Did you say it was within the mandibles of a large rock-like creature?
It was in a chest that was within a rock-like creature.
the augment gem shops are really good too. That's a shock.
It was within a large rock-like creature. So
Yes.
like a bug that lives within rock that likes to eat very good-looking shapeshifters? Oh, wrong game.
Sure.
God damn it, Sandor, you could have pulled the plot out for the... Okay. Carry on.
Let's see. Shop 2 is a bit of a nervous lizard like individual. Has a number of sculptures in a bag of holding. These sculptures are decorated with augment gems. Excuse me.
Okay, what else?
At the moment, I am doing a bit of editing the shop 3. Yeah, well, I mean, there's like a ton of augment gems there, so I don't know. Do you want? Do you? I'm not sure if you'd want them all like read off.
Yeah, we'd be here a while. Though there are definitely some keyed towards, potentially keyed to. There's a bunch in here potentially keyed towards you because they affect ranged weapons.
Yep, just give me a moment. I just got home, so it's going to take me like 5 or 6 minutes before I can pay full attention. And then I will be sitting down and I'll be able to read the list. But carry on.
So you're over at over there. Let me just finish this up a bit. Okay. Shop 3 is appropriately edited. Okay. The person with the sculpture of the augment gems goes by the name of Jendal Fen. At least that's how he introduces himself. It's clearly more of a pseudonym for him being a merchant. Rather than whatever his actual name is. I don't suppose you have anything that you'd be interested in selling.
Potentially. Get some stuff in here that...
If there are things that you are hesitant to give up, I could perhaps try to, like, kind of like look from side to side, and as if talking of some sort of trade secret, will Lily say, I could try to reproduce anything that you're not quite sure you want to sell for a price. Perhaps you want 2 or 3 of something.
That'd certainly be interesting.
There'll be a bit of a laugh from the nearby red-headed woman. Hmm. I'd be careful with that kind of talk. Hmm. That almost sounds like a scam.
I admit it is a little bit sus.
Hmm. Therese, if you insist on being so nearby, perhaps you should mind your own business if you're so inclined. Um, the red-haired woman who, at least according to Fen, is I think I mispronounced her name already. Is at least going by Terza, she'll shrug her shoulders. Well, suit yourself. She'll turn her attention to you, Ro. If you're interested in some real recovered uh, merchandise from mm, times past, come see me when the actual trade show's set up.
Oh, you don't have them available now?
Oh, my people have them in crates in one of the warehouses. Fortunately, my crew was able to get them off before the ship had an unfortunate capsizing incident with the storm. So they're still available to be sold once everything is properly set up.
Ah, yes.
Let's just say I tend to collect things from the sea.
I see. Sure, I have more of these.
Did you purchase any of the augment gems?
I'm getting ready to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Trying to figure out if I had the slots for them, so I'm having to go through and...
Okay. The sculptures with the augment gems are a part of are themselves worth 1 to 10 gold apiece. Sorry, 1 to 10 platinum apiece. That's factored into the to the listed values there.
Okay, so that's everything I want for shop 1. Shop 3. Unnegotiable on. So shop 2.
Okay, Torbelane, I know you're not actually in the roll 20 quite yet, but is there anything that you're interested in doing while you can't necessarily see the screen?
I will literally be there in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe. For some reason, my laptop is covered in water.
That's
and I'm
not
trying
good.
to know why?
Is this the one you keep in the study, or the one you have in the living room?
The laptop is. This is my personal laptop. It's not my personal laptop's typically in my room, but I take it to the living room when there's gaming.
So if it was upstairs, you might have a leak. If it was downstairs, somebody probably spilled something and didn't notice.
I don't think I have a leak. It hasn't rained. I think that more likely a cup of water that was on my bed spilled.
Possibly dog related.
Yes. Definitely dog related. Get in your bed. Hey David.
Yep.
How you got so much response?
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
I said how you got so much response.
I don't entirely know. I just read your few paragraphs of stuff.
I was just asking in general because of the fact that you said not to ask you.
Yeah.
I have not even read it yet.
Oh, well.
I will be reading it later.
Prepare to be flabbergasted.
Final Fantasy launch game. Pillow.
Fortunately, most of the augment gems I actually want are currently out of my price range.
Okay, where are these augment gems?
Augment gems are shop 2. For you, shops 2 and 3 are probably your best bet. Both of which are near the top of the map.
What do you mean they're near the top of the map? Are they setting up the inside of my building?
No, these are just people who have some of their wares on them and are willing to sell.
I'd say they're sitting here drinking, but if you walk up to them and go, "Hey, can I buy that?" they're willing to talk to you.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to do the entire thing of, hey, what's a merchant doing in a dungeon kind of thing? Except in this case, it's sequestered within an inn.
I.e., giving us a chance to shop before we go into whatever the next problem is.
And makes complete sense if people were coming in for a giant trade show.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at shop 2, Jendel Fen, having noticed the previous confrontation between you and Peter, will say, so, are you interested in additional decoration for this marvelous den?
I definitely am interested. He says as he scrolls through.
I have plenty of sculptures, or perhaps a commissioned work that could decorate this place. Perhaps a reproduction of yourself.
I do like a good self-portrait. But these are all statues, so would I take the augment gem out of the statue?
Yeah, the augment gems are various decorations in the statue. It could be the crystal at the end of a staff. It could be automata with a crystal gem inset in the chest, that kind of thing. The value of the sculptures themselves are between 1 and 10 platinum in terms of material and quality. The excessive price is coming from the fact that their augment gems are used in the craftsmanship.
I'm looking for these ones that you said were specifically good. Very rare.
They're right there at the first one was right there at the top. It was just like, hey, ranged attacks now have an AoE.
Oops.
Ooh.
That's it. If you read them, they're pretty obvious because it says ranged attacks now do X, Y, or Z.
I like the projectiles from ranged weapons can strike up to 2 other targets within 30 feet using the initial to hit roll. I like having my bank shots. Now to see if I can afford it. How many augment slots does my new gun have?
Each item typically has 1.
Now, mind you, that means each item on your person, in theory, has, each equipable item on your person, in theory, has 1 slot. So that's how you load up on multiples.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't have to put that into my gun, necessarily.
Some of them specify they have to be in a weapon to do a certain effect, but if it doesn't specify that it has to be in the weapon, it's GM's call.
Yeah, in the case of this stuff, it has to be, it has to be on an item that's like on your person and not in a bag of holding or something. It can't be separated by dimensional planes.
Okay. Cool.
Because the magical effect,
That's gonna be like
kind
all
of,
my.
yeah.
But, yeah, I will ask him about that specific sculpture. The 41662. Very rare projectiles from ranged weapons can strike up to 2 other targets within 30 feet. The initial.
This sculpture, which the sculpture is that of a male Vera with a long rifle. This sculpture.
It's a sculpture of a male Vera, and he's being drawn to it.
The augment gem is the decoration for one of the for the left eye of the figurine. It looks, and at the moment it's kind of at a over the shoulder pose, and Jendel Fen, as he's explaining it, this sculpture is one of my more moderate effort creations. It has articulation action and pressing a concealed button on the back of the figure. The figure shifts to be aiming the weapon using the with the scope near the augment gem eye, as if it's using it to sight.
Yeah, does it have kung fu?
Unfortunately, the rifle is not removable. the arm that's like gripping the rifle, the hand portion is like affixed. Like the wrist will move to allow the stock to get into different positions, but the palm is like glued to the weapon.
Thomas pats his sidearm, not the crystal gem, obviously, his regular gun, and says, "I'm quite happy with my current weapon, so I don't need a weapon to come out of a statue. But it is a very articulate piece. What would you say if I offered you that is coming up with a number. $38,000 gold, and if you're staying here with us at our lovely establishment, we upgrade you to the nicest room.
You said what? You said 30 what?
38,000. Happy to roll persuasion.
This is tempting offer. Yes, feel free to roll persuasion.
Monday, 20. That is a 26, good sir.
Okay.
And is this the game that you're using GM layer rolling? Like that we can't see the roll?
It kind of depends on like, you know, like if it's the Boston R, kind of how I feel like it. But why do you have an ability that requires you to know the roll?
I want to know what his dice rolls, so that I can know if I need to give him a lucky die. Give him a D20.
Okay, one moment. I can't do it like that then. Okay, I need to put it over. Yeah, in this case, given this guy, I wasn't going to keep it secret.
Okay, you can post it publicly if he needs to. Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay, what was your persuasion roll?
It was a 20. Did I say 26?
Okay, yeah, that still beats the 22.
Is he staying with us at the hotel?
Everyone, given the situation outside, kind of has to.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
This is an acceptable amount.
Awesome. I will have my darling wife upgrade your room.
Much appreciated.
No, that wasn't all my money this time. I still have 6,000 gold left. We are playing where, even though the sheet calculates the weight of the gold.
Yeah, we generally ignore money weight.
Yeah, yes, I am ignoring the money weight.
Because I just dropped 70 pounds.
Were there any other sculptures that you were interested in?
He's going to smile. Not unless you have something that you want to throw in for free for such a large purchase.
The red-headed woman at the a few seats away will speak up. Will raise her voice. Oh, I wouldn't expect Jandel there to throw anything in extra for free. I'm honestly a little surprised that you're here, Fen, trying to sell off sculptures. Fen will look to the side of you, Tarblaine, towards her.
I moved myself over there. Wait, who is this?
The one who was just talking is this individual.
Oh.
She's right here, just a hopscotch away from Fen, which is why she's able to hear him even if he's trying to whisper.
Ah.
This individual will approach. Now, don't be making fun of the sculptor there, Terza. He has made many fine pieces for myself, if not others. I think you're just jealous of his artistic talent.
That charisma save was to keep Tarblaine keep it in his pants right this exact moment.
Terza will turn her attention to the person who interjected. Creel, which I'm sure is still the best name. This was clearly a small interaction, surely not one that required you to walk all the way over here from your seat. Creel will smile a little bit of a toothy smile. But Terza, your company is always so riveting that I had to walk over here. Creel will look over to you, Tarblaine, if you're still looking at the Augment Gem statues.
I'm not. I'm paying attention to the conversation.
But, Sir, if you're ever interested in a real group of professional salvagers, if you're looking for a little bit of a gamble of what the sea has to offer, feel free to come see me after or even during the trade show. We and I and he'll give a bit of an antagonistic, little predatory look towards Terza, have competitive rates. Terza will notice this look and kind of make the comment. Yes, Krill, your organization is clearly larger than mine, but I wouldn't guarantee professional quality with such a constantly rotating amount of personnel. One really should deal with fortified, long-lasting teams to ensure quality. As her gaze will shift towards you, Tarbalaine.
Tarbalaine is going to look back over at both of them and be like, I'm not sure I'm going to be in the market for anything else today, to be honest. This nice gentleman here took a very large chunk of my money. Now, that is, of course, unless you guys go spend some more over at the tables, then I'm more than happy to come visit.
Freaking no!
I believe that's how commerce works. But what do I know of it? Only been in business the last 50 years or so. Thomas is like, I've only been a CEO for 50 years.
I say casino, the tables, just to kind of give a divide for the areas. So there's a chunk of people playing the tables over there.
Oh yeah, I assumed.
Yeah.
Like,
but yeah, Krill will he'll give you a cunning smile. Of course. As a matter of fact, I think I'll go there now.
wow, he just pooped over there. Okay. Cool, buddy. Thomas is gonna groan and be like, pretty sure I told Fiona, put up the no using magic in the casino sign. We have very strict rules against using magic in the casino.
This is an Amish casino. We can only use Amish technology.
Oh, no. The house can use magic. The players cannot. It's the same rules in Vegas. You're not allowed to have your cell phone out at the table. Anything that gives you an edge over the house cannot be. In fact, that reminds me. We should is there anti-magic fields in this game?
They anti-magic. It's a spell, so it in theory would exist. But again, that would prevent any modern technology from working. So even like your landline phone wouldn't work.
Well, we just need it in the casino area. We don't need it out all throughout the building. Just so people can't like.
They'd have to gamble by torchlight at that point.
That's fun. I imagine that's how most casinos would have to be, because literally you couldn't have someone casting like minor illusion spells on the dice and changing the dice to whatever they want.
Actually, most fantasy games don't address that. They're just like, yeah, it's a casino. I guess they assume that the casters are keeping an eye on you, or something.
Well, like I suppose the dealers could have like
detect. They put like
magic.
Yeah, they usually like do like a detect. I could see a detect magic thing at the table or something. But yeah, it's like most games don't address it. There's like, yeah, I mean, if you want to do that with your casino, fine. But yeah, that does not seem to be the standard.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna keep whatever the standard is, but.
I mean,
mind you, unless you're a sorcerer, it's very obvious you're casting spells, so they're probably counting on that too. Because, those verbal, somatic, and material components are all very obvious. When you gotta wave your hands and chant in strange languages.
Do those exist on cantrips, though?
Yeah, it exists on everything.
Yeah, it all depends. It's under, the components.
I'll never cast cantrips enough to pay attention.
Cantrips are just like normal spells, they're just less effective.
Yeah, it depends on the cantrip.
So yeah, it is almost impossible to find a spell that is not obvious, unless you're a sorcerer and spend metamagic on it, but even then you can only do that so many times.
Yeah.
So they're probably counting on that too, the fact that, you can't, you just can't.
So, if I'm correctly, level 9 spells are legendary.
Yeah, 9th level magic is legendary, in terms of items.
Okay.
After getting the statue, Thomas would make his way to Fiona to go let her know, hey, you should upgrade this guy's room. Hauling the statue and then setting it on the counter. And showing her, look, it's a boy bunny.
First carrots, now statues. Should I be concerned you're going to lose your wings and trade them in for some ears?
I like to think that I would not do such a thing. But if you want to wear some ears in the bedroom...
she'll grin at you. Let's see, in terms of where the heck is there we go, that's what I am needing to find. Freaking eye. Things just can't be easy to find, can they?
Nope.
What's easy to find?
Nothing, apparently.
There we go. That answers my question. For items, and I'm going to be a little bit simple about it. If you're wanting an item to project an anti-magic field, it's going to be 60,000 gold.
No, we'll just go with the standing.
Okay.
The standing being vigilant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she'll.
I always wondered about that myself. Like, how do you prevent cheating in a world of spellcasters? It's like, I guess you just keep an eye out for the shit that's stupidly obvious.
It's like, I imagine, since typically gambling is happening in like taverns that aren't in like rich quarter kind of stuff in terms of adventure level things. I imagine it's kind of like the Old West thing of I pull a knife on you and accuse you.
Yeah. That's how. But I've seen it come up in games. That's usually how it's handled. Because they don't have like established casinos. They just have like, yeah, I'm playing a game of dice over there in the corner of the tavern. The guy accuses you of cheating.
Yeah. I'd
Higher
imagine that
level.
aristocrats have a bit more sophisticated things for it, but you're normally not in those kind of environments.
Mhm.
Higher look.
Low.
Okay. I was rolling with a 25% chance that Thomas had killed someone in his casino who was using magic at the table at some point in the 50 years he's owned the casino.
Given his hate on for magic.
Yeah. He hit not.
Okay. Is there anything you guys would like to do before we roll into night? And I don't know whether you guys are going to sleep or going to stay up all night or
Well, definitely
whatnot.
gonna sleep. Yeah, whole
Okay.
trance. But yeah.
Yeah. Are you using the Den of Sin services, or are you going into?
I had set up
what do
the
you call
door-
it, the gallery.
Yeah, I had set up the gallery for the crew on the boat. So unless I want to take that away from them, I kind of have to use the den, unfortunately.
Okay.
Well, unfortunately, the rooms are very nice.
Well, yes, but the gallery is tailored to my specific tastes, and I don't have to pay anything for it.
Thomas isn't charging you.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, that's nice, but
Nice.
again, it's still tailored to my specific taste, which was,
Thomas did very pointedly say, I believe he gave Peter, when they first came in, said that the party could all have free drinks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the free drinks.
Yeah,
That
I
wasn't
remember
weird.
free drinks. Yeah.
Did not remember being comped the room.
He hadn't said anything about the room, to be fair. But when he would have told Fiona when they went into earlier when they were in private, if any of the party asks, the rooms are free. Wait, hold on. Which of the NPCs did we bring with us? I see what's your face.
Well, Kisa's obviously already here, but she was staying here when we got here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're
and-
charging Kisa.
Yeah, the tattooist. if you did not charge Kisa, that would have been Fiona's call when they got here.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fiona probably. Thomas wouldn't ask, so Kisa's paying whatever Fiona set for her.
And looks like we have the tattooist.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing Kit Kat anywhere. I want to say when you guys got here, I kind of asked what NPC did you want to bring
Yeah.
with you?
Yeah. So the tattooist would be paying for her room,
No.
and pointedly, Tarblaine would tell her that if she asks, that Tarblaine would tell Fiona to lie to her and tell her that you're charging everyone for their rooms.
Okay.
Because, Thomas is so strapped for cash, he can't afford to comp his party.
It's definitely not that. I mean, technically, he is pretty strapped for cash right now.
By his standards, at least.
After that purchase, yeah.
But
Okay.
so overall, yeah. I mean, Kami was obvious. Kami is technically an employee of Den. So.
Franchise.
She will be for life. Because we will never accept her resignation. She can no call, no show for 10, 15 years. Actually, she could do it for 100 years. Thomas would still be like, yeah, you're still my employee. refill my Mountain Dew. You want the cinnamon pull-aparts? Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Actually, in that case, during the night, Fiona will offer Tarbelaine a choice. She could dress up for him for the night, or he could choose a shall we say additional playmate. Otherwise, I suppose there's a third option of just sleeping.
Oh, God. What is this? The aughts? It's like the 1800s here. Definitely never sleep. Get in your bed. I suppose I could try to convince her to do both.
If you want to make a persuasion roll, sure.
Actually, what if we have the second person and we make the second person wear the bunny outfit? Actually, Thomas would ask her what she wants to do. Which would she prefer?
I'm the one giving you the choice.
Oh, yes.
I've been making decisions since I got here to set this place up.
I'm tired of making choices.
What if we had a playmate, as it were, and made them wear the bunny suit?
That could be fun.
Someone fetch me Shasa. Just kidding.
He'd be like, no.
I need you to put this on. Don't ask questions. Yeah. So we'll just do that.
Okay. I wasn't sure if anyone on the map struck your fancy. If not, it can just be a random individual.
See, now I actually have to look because obviously last time you said this, I was missing someone important.
Wait, last time I said this, isn't that when you got an empowering tattoo?
No. Last time you said this, the girl who gave me the empowering tattoo was on the map. And I was like, no, I don't see anyone.
Oh, that's right.
And then you're like, yeah, you missed her.
That is true.
I would ask her if Peter had played with her yet.
No.
Because it means he's been here a couple days. How much convincing do you think he would take?
I think he's married to the town.
Excellent. So he gets around.
If only I meant that. Meant it like that.
Other than that, are there any tins if I were looking around the room?
There'd be a couple. I haven't actually rolled, but with the quantity of people here, there would certainly be a couple.
Can you blow this guy up? Yeah, him.
Okay.
Him or Dakin?
What?
Is that not how you say this guy's name?
Who? Actually, that could probably be a good pronunciation. I just had to type a quote like name, so it's like there we go. And that's what this person looks like.
Yeah. Dakin.
And yes, I now have the macro working. Awesome. So that saves me a little bit of typing. Okay. So what was it? What was it between the two of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you're wanting me to see which is a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one's higher rated between the two? Asuka. I'm done. I'm full.
Between the two, DeQuinn. Though I don't know if you care that he's an employee of yours or not.
Well, I mean, typically we use the employees anyway.
Okay.
Like, this is the one job where you're allowed to sleep with your boss.
Not a problem.
Employees make extra money if they sleep with the boss.
It's very open-minded. We're a forward-thinking establishment.
The bonus might be a business issue, but if you're not being policed, then who cares?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like we are. One of the things that we are is a whorehouse. So.
True. Okay. In which case, Fiona will show you something kind of neat. There is a stairway that goes directly to the proprietor's room. So it's not accessible by anyone just coming upstairs. Let's see. What room is Ro gonna want?
I presume Ro would have a normal room.
Right? Okay. Okay, so you're going to trance. Okay. Let me get... Okay, so you're going to trance. So really, you just have 4 hours.
Yeah, and then he's usually using the rest of the time to do warm-ups and paint and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Where is he going to be doing that? Just like in
the room. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Turboling.
Is listening.
Okay. Did it go? Might be under that. Okay, can I get a freaking where is it? Can I get a Constitution saving throw from you?
Uh-oh.
I think you mean a luck saving throw?
If you want to roll luck, sure.
Hopefully this is save versus stamina, not...
I'll keep it in bed. Mm-hmm. That is a 26, sir.
Okay.
Get in your bed.
Six. Okay. What is your Constitution save? Like, what's the value? I know you're using luck, so I'm wondering what the plus is to it.
What was that?
What's the plus to I guess in this case it would be your luck save. What's the plus to it?
It'd be an 11. It'd be the exact same as my charisma.
Okay, so it's an 11. Okay, so
Yeah.
that. Okay. And charisma. I mean, your cause that. Okay. Okay. Could you roll me 1d20?
Uh, 19.
Okay. 19 plus that. Okay. Rules. Is he planning on getting any sleep tonight, or just going for as long as he can?
Honestly, not sure. I mean, getting enough sleep to face whatever challenges we're going to have to face.
Well, typically that would then be
a full night's rest.
A full night's rest.
Oh, yeah, no, like, I'm not going to be not getting my rest.
Okay.
So, long
Okay,
rest.
so then...
So you have to get the full 8 hours, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that... Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if you were skipping on sleep or not. Okay, cool. In that case... during the night, this is something that Ro would be aware of. The controlled weather must have lost its grasp during the night, as rain will pick up, though it's not quite as dangerous sounding as it was was initially. So you have that kind of in the backdrop during your training and your painting. Now in the distance, you can definitely hear the sounds of like wind and like waves in the distance.
Not exactly surprising. I mean, I believe that spell has a time limit on it anyway. So.
So it definitely sounds like there's it's more so like the town is now at the edge of an eye of a storm, so it's more being surrounded by the much more perilous parts of it. But as time goes on for you, slowly and gradually, there will be a new sound that penetrates the somewhat hard rain backdrop, and the distant howling of the winds that occasionally makes itself known by blowing something over every now and again from the outside. This sound being a bizarre keening noise that resonates with more so like just like raw emotion is what it sounds like to you. Though the keening, there's something strange about it, with the way it seems to in this particular case, since you're awake, you can definitely notice this, as the sound seems to vibrate your augment stones and any other magical items on you. I don't know if your paints are inherently magical.
I know. I do not have magic paints yet.
Okay. Why are you messing up my canvas?
I mean, I want the magic paints, but we haven't encountered them yet.
There's the keening also has a note of sea-like gargling to it. From when you can pick up with your sharp perception, it sounds as if it echoes from over the waves. So some distance until it kind of recedes into the background noise of the wind, storm and water. This mixture of emotion that sounded with the keening noise does more than just hit your ears. It's like the sound is stirring something within you that's not entirely comforting, and an urge begins to well up. I'll need a wisdom saving throw from you, Ro, and for that matter, the the satisfied but sleeping Charbelaine as well. Wait, hold on. Here we go.
Does it say charm effect, perhaps?
I was actually about to check your sheet for that. Are you immune to such things?
I get advantage.
Then roll with advantage.
Awesome.
17 wisdom save for me.
Okay.
Damn, Rosar.
Nice.
Okay. One cosplay is done.
Actually, what is your wisdom save? Oh, your wisdom save was actually pretty good. I misspelled your name. Whoops.
What is that?
What?
Well, I see numbers, but I'm just trying to figure out what the numbers.
Fiona's save. Tara's
Oh, those
save.
are saves. Okay.
Okay. This is gonna be fun with quotes.
I will be right back, guys.
Okay.
Sounds like a good chance for me to step away also. Send food and send everybody.
Oh, okay, yeah, if both of you are going away for a moment, yeah, that's totally fine. Ah! Dinner's gotten small, I see.
Yep.
Sorry, gentlemen. Catching up with my roommate who just got home. Before she goes and carries her happy ass to bed. And by happy ass, I mean tired after having worked a long day.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So what happened from the wisdom save?
I need to wait for Tris to come back. He is doing me the favor of bringing up food, so I don't want to besmirch such a thing. That being said, I did whisper you over a gift from your employee.
Wait, what? What is the critical bullet? It's got a critical range of 16.
Yep. But it's only one bullet, though.
That's fine. When we load it, we'll just keep luck dying it until it gets to 16.
What would Tarblane's state of dress be?
What time?
This should be at this point in time. It'd be during the time that he's asleep. I'm not sure, given what happened, if he puts on PJs afterwards or something.
Tarbalane doesn't believe in PJs.
Okay.
Kami has found that out several times.
Damn it, Tarballane. Actually, given Kami, she probably wouldn't care. She would be like,
Yeah, it's like reverse Matt and Sierra. Like, Thomas just whips his dick out and sits there until Kami looks uncomfortable. Just like Sierra just whips her titties out in front of me, and I'm like, God damn it, I put those away.
do. Oh, I did forget a person. Let me see what this roll's gonna be like.
Fiona failed the wisdom save.
Oh,
Oh. Not as badly as Kisa did.
Strange, you shouldn't be able to see the DC.
Yeah, but the odds are the DC is above a 10.
Yeah, odds are.
Asuka, get in your bed. I said get in your bed.
Don't tell me what to do, Father.
Do I want to call out tomorrow? I have one Zoom, I think. I'll call out tomorrow. A tree trimmer in San Francisco died after they fell into a wood chipper.
Oh no. Sorry, Firefox. Sometimes you can be great, other times you can be highly annoying.
Tom Cruise could be the first civilian to do a spacewalk outside of the space station for a new movie.
Oh, okay. I'm glad they're using it before they decom it. Yeah, they're planning on decommissioning the ISS.
Yeah, I knew that. The Los Angeles mayoral candidate declares he's not white because he's Italian. Thus claiming he was Latin during an awkward debate moment Tuesday.
So,
The Boeing Dreamlifter lost its wheels during takeoff. Operated by Atlas Air! Looks like it's caught on camera too. An aviation blog has captured the moment a 100-kilogram plane wheel fell onto the ground from a 180-ton cargo jet as it took off in Italy on Tuesday.
I think I should do it like that. Oh, that'd be so great. Snuggerjack.
Sorry about that. Apparently, I've started on David's means I had the idea of possibly putting David's plate together by now.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So we just saved against
Something?
sirens or something.
Okay. Yeah, which, if you don't mind dropping which room Rue was in.
But again, experience has taught us don't have the room next to Thomas. Especially now that he's reunited with his wife.
Well, fortunately, the room next to Thomas is one of those, like, communal party rooms.
Well, I also count the one across the hall.
Oh.
Because I don't want to hear them get their freak on. They have every right to get their freak on. I just don't want to have to listen.
So my chuckling is like, wait, but how high is your passive perception?
It's okay. Dakin's getting it.
My passive perception is 21, which is again why I need to be as far away.
But on the flip side,
there.
we don't have a door on that floor, so it's not like there's really any way to for the sound to pass outward.
Yeah, and I imagine with it being a brothel that you have reasonably good soundproofing.
Yeah. Discretion.
Okay.
There's apparently another room over here that doesn't have a door.
That is a storage room, and or rather, it's a safe room. And Fiona would let you know that, like, your room, for instance, like this right here is like a secret door.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, so it's a storeroom that nobody can put anything in.
By the same token, that's why I rephrased it as like the safe room.
Yeah.
That's where we've got the kegs of good whiskey. Yeah, don't let Tommy know about that room.
Okay, given that positioning, then... can I get a perception roll from Ro? The urge, by the way, is something that you are able to suppress.
Kisa, not so much.
What is it?
Oh yeah.
Did you roll 35? Oh, I was close.
He's the man.
Okay, given your positioning, actually, let me move it to right over. It technically be a bit off map due to your positioning, but you notice something odd through. Oh no! Oh no! You don't have windows facing in that direction. Oh no!
Into the white
Wait,
abyss?
what?
Okay.
I have windows facing into the white abyss, yes.
You faintly hear, largely due to the fact that, soundproofing exists. You faintly hear, I take it the Den of Sin has one of those chimes whenever the doors open.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be faintly hearing the chime going off, like a few times, and then more, and then more, and it is just it is 2 hours roughly. If you have a timepiece, I can be more precise. Before dawn, when pretty much everyone should really be asleep, and there's still the storm sound.
Yeah, so it's
outside.
like, okay, 1 or 2 people coming in late. But after that, it's like, what the hell? Look out.
Okay. Are you going downstairs, or are you finding a window?
Well, starting with the window right next to him there, because I'm not sure if that's facing the right way or not. But
from that direction, you
and
aren't
I don't know if this affects anything, but I'm
Yep.
going to remind you of Rose's standard policy here. His super alarm. I don't know if that would affect anything.
that enters the area. Oh, so when creatures leave the area. Will be within it. Okay. Okay, in which case, because it's an area that's not just contained to the room, you are sensing via that a mass of people leaving the den.
Okay. Step 1, hearing a message. Yo, Thomas, you got a bunch of people doing a mass early checkout.
Okay.
Step 2, out the window.
Okay.
Assassin's Creed run after the take the foot.
Okay. Thomas.
Yep.
You cannot respond to this message.
Uh-oh.
I suggest you look into the corner of the map. The upper left corner of the map.
Oh, there I am.
Okay. We're going out the window onto the roof then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I get a athletics or acrobatics check due to the stiff wind, but more so the slick rain on angled slats?
Cause I'm a baby. You can roll shitty all you want. My roll is still ridiculous. Parkour.
Roll this ultimate. Okay, yeah. Acrobatics. Yeah, you're able to like kind of slide down and stop yourself and like kind of skate on the water a bit. This group of people, and there's a bit more than this. I'm just not doing. Well, there's not be a lot. Are moving at a walking pace. In the case of Tarblane, Fiona, and DeQuinn, I know you're saying like Dakin, DeQuinn, may need to be bundled afterwards as they are unclothed. Everyone else does have some form of night clothes on. But they are in a walking pace, or in the case of the Mughals...
Wait, hold on. Everyone else in a brothel walked out clothed?
I guess they put their pants on after they were done.
This particular group that you are currently walking with, yes. Not necessarily everyone behind you, though. Again, I don't have everyone affected by this on the screen.
That's fair. Okay. I'm just like, surely, and again, lots of people sleep in the nude.
And I don't have the entire population of the tavern represented here.
They do, but Square Enix doesn't allow us to show that, so obviously they all made their save.
Huh.
Why is there a mosaic on the screen?
It's just one specific shot of Tarblane's butt. Gets us the M rating.
But yeah, and if you continue to watch, there will be people that did use the brothel stuff in various states of dress. But they just, in a walking pace, they're not jogging, they're not running, they're just in a casual walking pace, this mass of people. And I will switch over to here. Oh my gosh. There we go. They're not quite that spread out. I just couldn't bunch everyone together. Are heading west towards the pier.
Well, you see, smart play here will be to follow them and see what's calling them into the ocean. But we've established long ago, Ro is not necessarily the smartest.
Ooh.
So what Ro's going to do, run, jump off roof, ring of gravity, no problem.
Yeah.
Get in front of the group, reach into his capelet. No, wait, reach behind him. Bring out the Magen, point it at the crowd, and scare them. Wand of Fear.
Okay.
60-foot cone, trying to shock them awake.
Okay. Cools. Nice. Okay. Given that, you can make another wisdom save, Tarblane, at advantage. Sorry, I guess in your case it's luck.
Oh, I actually did it as wisdom on that one, but...
I don't know if you want to fail this one or not, so... This might be one of those times where failure is a good thing.
Well, I can make the decision after I roll the dice, fortunately, and I rolled a 19 on one of the dice, so I'm thinking a 21 should be enough. Let me just real quickly review something here. Actually, the guests got a 23, and they're all walking out there, so I'm going to go ahead and spend those luck points and make that 19 30.
Okay. 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 The group outside, the guests outside, stop. I just had advantage. Let me roll that again. See if I can get higher numbers. For those, okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry, David. Those were the high numbers.
The guests, at least the portion out here, will stop, kind of being shaken by the fearsomeness of your weapon. That being said, oh man. That being said, how? Your save is in excess of 10. Okay. Roll 20,
Wait,
everybody.
what?
You have a plus how much and you still rolled that? Okay, Fiona and Tara are continuing to move at a walking pace, though they do jolt a moment, interrupting their stride.
Thomas will look around, be like, "How did I get out here?" See Fiona and grab her by both arms and be like, "My dear, I don't know what's going on, but I need you to snap out of it."
Okay. If you're wanting to grab her, can you make a grapple check, whichever call her these athletics?
Mm-hmm. So, yep, athletics.
Yep. The others will be looking around in kind of confusion as well. DeQuinn will actually look a bit embarrassed. So there's sounds of
not making any effort to cover up.
There's sounds of confusion and fear from this group. You and everyone else who is cognizant. Okay, yeah, you're able to grab her. She's still trying to walk in an easterly direction, but you have her. You have her firm.
Effectively giving her a luck die to assist her with her next check.
Okay. So those that are cognizant, though some of the people will ignore it in their confusion, there is the sounds of panes of glass shattering as Rose, since you're kind of in front of them, you have a better perspective on this. You'll see guests basically climbing out of windows in, again, a kind of gingerly fashion, as they too start heading eastward.
Just head them off and do it again.
Well, the sounds of glass being shattered came from multiple sides of the building.
Well, yeah, this is going to take me a while.
Okay.
I can dash as a bonus, so I have a move of 130.
Okay. What are you? Which side are you going to want to address first?
Probably the furthest one.
Okay, the first one, so the back area. Okay. Okay. In what way are you gonna?
Again, the fear blast again.
Okay.
Since that seems to be pretty effective.
Gotcha.
Because I don't know if you took anything for breaking charm spells, but now would be a good time to use it. Or you're going to be all out of customers.
Okay. The guest keeps rolling a 23. Are you rolling properly? Oh, you're not actually rolling it. That is why. Because I forgot a critical thing called a D to tell it to roll. There we go. That's better. Okay. Tara, by the by, is one of the people who initially failed, so she's continuing to walk.
Oh, you forgot Fiona's D10.
Oh, I was just rolling that because I have the guests there. Just so I can get the guest number.
Oh, okay. So did Fiona break it without the D10?
Well, he used the fear gun on another group, which is why they're getting a check.
Well, I was shaking Fiona.
Okay, so, you're just kind of like vigorously shaking her?
Yeah, and talking to her to give her the luck die.
Did you hear what I shouted at you as I was running around?
Vaguely. If I took anything to...
For breaking charm effects.
I have counter spell.
So in this case, I think we'd be looking for dispel magic or protection from good/evil.
I don't have it prepared.
You're a sorcerer. You don't prepare.
Oh. Yeah, then no, I don't have it on my list.
So that's right. I don't need to prepare shit.
Sorry, I've been the last several sessions where I needed magic, I was a cleric, and I was going off of a prepared list.
Yeah, makes complete sense. Okay. Can you give me either a athletics roll or persuasion roll for either the vigorousness of the shake, or to see if your voice can carry through this effect that has a hold over Fiona?
Sleep might actually work also.
Don't got sleep.
Now, in his defense, I think many people do say sleep sucks.
Yeah, in most cases you're right, but because these are all like HD 0.
Yeah. Okay. The group in back is shaken by your fear gun. Hope you don't use up all the charges here. Okay. Let's see, you got the... Okay, that will leave the north and south side of the building, though first I do want to resolve Tarblade's thing, because this would be happening like while you're running around.
Yeah, no, you're just coming around.
Yeah. The rain is... The rain is... Sorry, go on.
Did you hear my persuasion?
No, I did not.
22.
22? Okay, yeah, that's high enough.
And then I have as well, but I don't think that would only target one at a time and blow through a lot of mana if I was trying to help the crowd.
Okay. And I believe your luck die is a D10?
What?
Your luck die, it's a D10, yeah?
Yeah, 1d10.
Okay. Okay. Plus that. Okay. The just rote motion of like trying to turn and move to the west will stop as she kind of shakes her head with a little bit of a yawn. Thomas?
Babe, something just pulled us out here. Don't know what it was, but Ro woke me, and then I just woke you. Looking around, seeing who else needs help.
Let's see. That would be from that roll there. That still didn't do that for her. So, Kisa and Tara, you see to the south that coming from around the building are also some of your tenants just walking in the same fashion as Fiona was trying to walk the north as well. It's I say to use the term zombie-like. It's just like they're walking, loose arms. Say if something's in their way, then they'll move it. Though now everyone knows that that Kisa sleeps in a robe that is purple with books and quills on it.
Not helping him realize he's actually a child in disguise.
Okay.
Thomas is just gonna see Kisa and instinctively cover up. Like, none of these other people being out here bothered him, but seeing Kisa, he's gonna be like, oh god, Chris Hansen is gonna be out here somewhere.
Well, at this point, you'd be seeing her back because she'd be ahead of you.
Oh. It doesn't matter. She could turn around at any point.
Okay. Aside from covering up, is there any action that you're wanting to take, given the situation?
How far ahead can we see? Because I'm assuming it's storming again.
It's heavy rain enough to be a light obfuscation. The rain is not as torrential as it once was, so in terms of how far you can see, I'm just checking a thing here.
It's like hearing a message.
Okay, you'll be able to see reliably 20 feet ahead of you. It becomes the equivalent of dim after that.
They seem to be heading via hearing a message. They seem to be heading for the docks. If you can get a bird's eye view, I imagine this thing, whatever this is, has to be close-ish if we can hear it.
Okay. I will get a bird's eye view and head towards the Narnia to make sure the crew of the Narnia is secure as well.
Hopefully they're in the gallery and it's not a problem. Hopefully.
I imagine that they still have somebody on ship on guard duty.
Yeah, there would be guards on deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully it was Zasha so that I don't have to go find the door and get Zasha. So I will double time my flight
Okay.
headed in that direction.
Okay. Feel free to take your double-timed flight movement to see how close you get. I will also need a acrobatics roll once you hit the water, because the wind is a bit stronger on the water.
And also, hopefully, this is one of those instances where if you make the save, you're good for 24 hours.
It actually gives me that information.
Yeah, Fifth is, that's one of the things Fifth actually does seem to be good about, is, letting you know if, you're good.
That's going to be a 15 acrobatics check.
Okay. The wind along the sea buffets you a bit. However, despite it almost throwing you off course, you're able to maintain your speed, so it doesn't slow you down at all. Okay, since you're flying over there, you can also feel free to make me a. Actually, no. How far away are you from the Narnia? Oh, no, I don't want to drag you. I want the ruler tool. Okay,
80
yeah,
feet.
Yeah. Considering anything past 20 becomes unclear, you can make me a perception roll at disadvantage to see if from here you can clearly see what's going on with the Narnia. And perhaps anything else that you can see in the bird's eye view. While you are doing that, Ro, what are... Then let me...
Again, he's running up to the next group. And
Okay, there's a group to the south and a group to the north.
he's going... Let's see. The group to the north will be closer to the problem, so we're going to tag them next.
Okay. Using the fear gun?
Yep.
Okay. I never thought you'd be using it for like this, but hey, it's working.
I figured I'd give it a shot. I wasn't sure if it would actually, work or not.
Because I assume there's charges.
On the wand? Yeah. I have 7 shots.
So I was mistaken. Okay, I am sustaining it at that, so... the group up there, look at the guests. You're allowing them to do it with advantage, because fear versus its compulsion.
I figured worst case, they were still charmed, but they'd still be running away from the problem.
Okay, yeah, Then luck of 19. Does that roll override the other 2 rolls?
Yeah, so my luck dice, if I burn a luck die, it is, I roll the new d20 after the disadvantage.
Gotcha. That's right. It's been a while for me, too. I'm having to kind of remember some of your stuff as well.
While I'm running around doing all this, is it just the den that's being targeted by this, or are other people coming from other buildings also?
Do you want to rely on your passive, or do you want to make...
I'll rely on his passive because he's probably focused on the den.
Okay.
Other building.
Who's my good boy? Who is my good boy? Who's the good boy?
Okay, your passive is 21.
Yeah, so
it'd
be currently -5, so 16.
Low to 16 for anything beyond 20 feet. You should go to the north first. In that case, you do notice that a few other, like this building right here,
okay,
has like a pair of people that look like it came from, because the door's still open. They don't close the doors behind them. And are walking in just towards stuff. From what you're able to see through here, it doesn't appear to be the entire population, or else there'd be...
Yeah. You okay?
I swallowed a fly, or whatever that was.
Okay.
Oh, that was not present. 1 second.
So whatever the effect is, it seems to be pointedly aimed this direction as opposed to the whole town.
Either that, or maybe a portion of town made the resistance. You need like an investigation roll to kind of piece what little you've seen here.
Would that be a passive investigation, or do I need to actually roll?
I would say in order to like piece it together, you need to actively roll. In the case of you, Tarbelane, you are seeing. You are. There it is. There it is. You are seeing a few people. No, not you. A few people over here, moving. Freaking moving through the rainfall as well. With that 19, you will see some unusual motion near the Narnia, but the rain is obscuring it enough that you're not sure if it's items against the boat, a ship, being dragged around by the water, or if it's people. But you'll definitely see a few people over here. Let's see, they have your investigation of 30. Let's see. I think you're gonna go around to the.
And he was going to the northern group next because they were the ones closest to the water, and therefore the closest to drowning.
Okay, yeah, they.
And I am going upwards as I head towards the Narnia, so I am about 60 feet up.
Okay.
If that matters. Because Ro asked me to go up.
Ugh. Ugh. Sorry. That's a bit better. Okay, so you're going up. Okay, cool. Okay, that. Okay, you did that. You're thinking about that. While you're thinking about that, and Tarbelane, are you so you're going up as requested? You're not going more towards the Narnia.
I'm headed towards the Narnia, but going at a diagonal. So, like, as I'm moving outward, I'm climbing.
Gotcha.
Just to get up, to get A.
In that case, feel free to do another round of movement.
I mean, I don't think I'm going up any higher than 60 feet right now, but just getting high enough so I can see back across. Like, obviously, if I can't see a good distance, I'm not going to go any higher, but 1, 2, 3.
Okay. With okay, I'll use those for lack of a better thing. You will see two deckhands that must have been left out just to be watch and protect the deck. In the water. They do not appear to be trying to save themselves.
Oh god, I better save them because Kami is not going to, I better save them before Kami sees them because if Kami saw them, she would let them drown. Well, no, she'd try to save them, I think. And then once she saved them, she would let them drown.
Okay. We're gonna try to save them then. what are you going to do to attempt to save them?
Just going to fly down towards them. I suppose I can cast command on them and tell them to swim.
Okay.
2 people, right? Is that a good use of that?
It's people that you see. Okay.
I'll cast up to 2nd level because then I can target 2 people.
Within 30 feet of each other, yeah?
Yeah. Hey, what is the DC of your command spell?
That's a good question.
Should say there, yeah.
It says spell save DC 0, which I know is wrong.
What's my spell save DC supposed to be?
8 plus your proficiency, so
That would be
14 plus your charisma modifier.
Yeah, so 14 plus your charisma modifier, as you said.
So 19.
19. Okay. One of them will begin swimming. I will put a blue dot on the one that is swimming. The other one either resisted your effect or the compulsion was too strong. Okay. With you, Ro, since you're dealing with the other groups, you will notice in the distance that Kisa and Terra are approaching the docks, the pier, as they were some of the few in that initial group that were still succumbed to the compulsion. There's also the south group that wasn't quite as far along as the north group. So at the moment, in terms of what's immediately around here, you have the south group, which I don't entirely have depicted, but they're right about, they're about there-ish. I'll use this Moogle to depict them. And then you have ahead of them Terra and Kisa. Like, notably ahead of them, so it's much closer to the docks.
Okay, well, with what I know of charm effects...
Oh shit, I definitely forgot that was a thing.
What was the thing?
Huh. I was checking my crystal to see if there was anything that I could use my crystal for in this situation. But I forgot that it already had an expanded critical range.
Alright, so again, another Fear Blast to the group. And then I will blow my Action Surge.
Okay.
Going off what I know of charm effects. Damn!
Okay, keep in mind that I assume you're approximately where that Moogle group is right here. Meaning that you are 20 feet away from Kisa and Terra, respectively. They're roughly 20 feet away from each other at this point. So
not a problem.
Okay.
So yeah, Fear Blast, 60-foot cone Fear Blast on the group.
Okay.
Action Surge to get more action.
Okay. Hey, Thomas, high or low?
Hi.
Okay. I was rolling to see if Tara found anyone that she considered impressive or worthy in the in the joint.
Okay. And then following the Fear Blast, this would be my third Fear Blast. Okay. Brings the Magun back around. Squeezes off 4 shots. 2 shots to Kisa, 2 shots to Tara was the other one?
Yeah.
Hoping that, like a lot of charm effects, that if you take damage that you get to reroll the save. I don't know if they're in the cone or not. But...
Okay.
Oh, wait. I just thought of something. It's too late. I'm just going to burn the mana in anyway, but... I could have made your man re-roll.
Okay. Your shots are able to penetrate Kisa's defensive ward, which is nice if you roll a 30 because that brought her up to I think a 23 AC. For Tara Amler.
It helps I crit on 2 of those.
And doesn't have anything that can reflexively. Any reflexive defenses? No. Okay. Okay. In that case, since you hit them both, I will treat it as that. Kisa will need a actual roll. Okay.
23 and 21, that's good.
Just before they're about to be in the very precarious they could slip and fall area, they'll jolt.
And in theory, the cone should clean up everybody else.
So, given the amount of people, which...
We're going on a minor adventure.
Okay.
Apparently my other cosplay might be sitting in the mailbox.
Okay, I will get to your investigation in a moment. I remember that you got a 30.
Well, right now I'm just trying to do a head count, make sure I got everybody. I think I got everybody at this point.
You have...
Because my cone should be blasting faster than they're walking, or further than they've been able to walk, so that should cover everybody that I'm aware of. Because I should have been able to cover all 4 arcs at that point.
Within the green line or the people that you have saved.
Okay. Which, based on what you said regarding visibility, are, again, the people I'm aware of.
Yeah.
So I have to wait till you come around to me again to see if I can find anybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying?
Yeah. Turblade, you're up to attempt the things. The one you told to swim. Since you see you have a simple command to swim, they're going to be treading, so they're not drowning.
Excellent.
I will cast again on just that one guy.
Okay.
And I am not at my computer, so I guess he makes this
So I
save.
believe it was a DC 19 because it was 14 plus 5.
Yep.
Okay. What do you commanding? What's your command for it? Your command word?
Swim, motherfucker.
Wait, what?
Swim, motherfucker.
We heard motherfucker, but, we didn't hear what the actual command word was, because you can only use one word.
I said swim.
Okay, swim.
Okay, swim. Okay. they begin treading like a motherfucker. Okay. Is there any movement you want to expend?
I will, after seeing that they're both swimming, let Ro know via sending. There's two in the water. I have them at least swimming. I don't know if they're fully broken out of the curse yet or not. If I don't trust myself to be able to pick them up and not get sucked in right now.
Just as a heads up, as something that your character should know, command only lasts for one turn.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Oh, did the other one? What happened to the other one after command ended?
The one that was commanded to swim, given the amount of time that has passed, is just floating, primarily due to floating on their back, primarily due to the fact that you have, with the command, you had forced them to change into a inherently better position than they were in.
Okay, but he still appears to be not responding to the.
Yeah, he's not taking any other actions, which, given the situation, is highly unusual. So yeah, it would be safe to say that the person is still under the compulsion, just is in a inherently life-saving position at the moment.
Excellent. Okay. I will Ro know that he can save them. And I guess technically I'll just upcast to the second level. I suppose it's a little late for that, but if you will allow me to upcast to keep them both swimming.
Sure, yeah, if you expend the mana, let me roll the other person. Okay, yep, that fails. So there's some to your command. Okay. Okay, back with you, Ro. Tara, you'll hear her from even where she was. Rain. What the hell's going on?
Good question. Don't know yet.
Let's see. Kisa is putting up a shield for the rain and like pulling her robe. It was already closed, but she's just kind of pulling her robe closer. Terra is in the Final Fantasy anachronistic equivalent of a tank top and underwear. Looking more not quite angry, but miffed because she doesn't know what the fuck's going on. It's like, ja.
I will be right back.
I can't punch the rain.
Running in the direction Thomas went. In theory, see these two guys. Give them a fear blast.
Okay.
With my bonus action dash. That brought me to 90. So I should still have 30.
Roll this for the guests. Guess. Okay. Okay. Both of those guys are now free.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be in theory there because I can move on diagonals. All right. So while we wait for Matt to get back, the investigation.
Okay. Yeah. You are noting that clearly not the entirety of the village is being affected, at least what you can see through the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Just double checking some of the information here. You're noticing that those that are out here, judging from their garb and whatnot, all appear to be visitors, because many of the people that you immediately recognize are the people that came in for the trade festival. You're not noticing, for instance, like blacksmiths or town guards or anything like that.
It's specifically people affiliated with the trade festival.
Given that you guys were affected and you weren't here for the trade festival, it might be more accurate to say that foreigners look like they've been the only ones affected. When I say foreigners, I mean foreign to Catalan. From what you're able to surmise, though, keep in mind that the rain is obscuring the further that you see.
Mm-hmm.
But just from what you're seeing here, it appears that the outsiders, essentially, are those that are affected.
Do I know anything about Catalan that might...
Okay, 16 history. Okay, Catalan was not always a port. It was made into a port about 5 years ago, since they were in a good position for it. Prior to them becoming a port, the town of Catalan was a bit reclusive. Like, people would occasionally pass through, and of course, Nympha patrols would occasionally pass through with their automaton soldiers, which likely would be immune to an effect such as this anyway. Since becoming a port town, they of course have gotten in a lot of traffic.
1,000 apologies. 2 of my cosplays came in today, and I was testing them out.
Okay. I'm getting check some things.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Turns out, whatever this is, has only been targeting foreigners.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. With that history roll, can I get a nature roll along with that? Or survival. Nature or survival. Both would apply here.
I'm gonna go with survival, because I suck less.
Nice. Okay. Okay. Given how the surrounding area is not just in resources, but also in their level of corrupted. With that history roll, you would also be aware and be able to piece together with those rolls that Catalan would have had a rather difficult time maintaining itself as a port town. Though clearly it has. You're not really native to the area, so I can't mention that.
Rose, still need you to grab these other people out the water.
Working on it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for my turn again.
Yeah. With the history roll, I will let you know though that that this place, and you probably would have caught it just from the trade people that were inside. That since it has become a port, however, it is not uncommon to have treasure previously sunken get caught up in the pier now and again. To give a bit of a sum with all that concerning your question, the now port town of Catalan, given the amount of corruption in the area and just how like geographically it's placed, it is odd that the port town has survived. Both from the standpoint of corrupted or a fall probably should have devastated this area in the recent in the relatively recent past, and the fact that you don't see like a standing defense force here. So a bunch of odd things. You have not seen any. You have not noticed, and I'll let you know with that. You have not noticed any overt signs of corruption. That being said, part of corruption is also being crazy, which isn't necessarily super visible.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys from at least from last night hadn't like heavily interacted with people aside from basic interactions.
Sounds like once again I found myself in a detective work situation. God damn it. Alright. Oh, waiting my turn.
Yeah, you can do the stuff because I believe Tarblade just kind of on standby at the moment.
Yeah.
So, step 1, quick ritual. So, freeze the water so they don't, while they're panicking, they don't drown.
Okay.
And then hit them with the fear blast.
Given that you can kind of just focus on these guys, yeah. They'll swim to the rigging on the ship and begin the climate.
That's in theory, everyone.
They're accusing one another of pushing the other over the edge. It's clearly it's clearly just panic accusations.
Don't worry, we're not going to tell Kami.
It's like, how else would we get in the water?
You seeing anything helpful up there?
That's a good question. Am I seeing anything helpful up here?
Okay, if you're going to turn your attention to not from survivors, but to look at other things, feel free to give me a perception roll.
The 19 on the dice.
Nice.
Top lane. Which translates to a 21.
Okay.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. God damn it. Okay. I have Skype reopened, so hopefully I'll quit dropping. Forces my phone to remain on and unlocked. If I open any other app, Skype opens as a pop-up, but if I forget to go back to Skype, my phone will lock and then disconnect Skype.
You can go into your phone settings to fix that. Not to have Skype. Your phone not lock while Skype is doing its thing.
I think it's actually my power settings.
Right. There's a way to go into your phone settings and create exceptions for to your power setting rules.
At some point, I probably have to do that. All right, the second I'm doing like 3 things. Trying to pay some bills.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not seeing anything in the way of like a monstrous tower or noticing any creature in the water glowing maliciously. In the town itself, with dawn now beginning to actually approach, with light through this overcast, so it's still kind of dark because you got overcast. Oh, what is that?
I'm triangulating.
Okay. You're you're not noticing any overt source. Now that being said, the rain is being a bit of a bitch in terms of seeing out into the distance. However, since you are looking around, and with the day having ticked on a smidge, that perception is high enough to excuse me, to notice that a number of water-worn chests have been washed up to the pier.
Huh. I will do sending to Crow and say, I'm going to go investigate some washed up chests that have washed up to the pier.
Send it to who?
I heard Row.
He said Crow.
Oh.
I said Row.
Oh, so you keep saying sending. Do you mean message or actually sending?
Whatever's on the little earring.
That's
okay.
message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Message.
Cool. I wanted to be clear about that, or else you'd be burning mana like crazy.
I don't think I have sending.
As far as I know, I'm the only one who has sending at this point.
Okay.
I think I could have gotten it and then decided against it.
There's the visiting populace at the moment, which is some are shouting at one another in confusion. Many trying to get out of the rain. Many are asking for a ride out, though the storm surrounding the area is strong enough that it would be rather hazardous to try to sail through. As in the distance, there is a band of dark, flashing with lightning clouds in the distance. As for your chests, it appears to be formerly shipwrecked chests that have one straight up has 10,000 gold pieces in it. The other two have valuables equal to 20,000, that total up to 20,000.
So total of 30,000 gold.
It would be a total of 50,000 actually.
50,000. Okay, so basically 20,000, 20,000, and then one with 10,000 gold in it.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I have dibs. Alright. I can only do message to people
within 150 feet.
That's it. The earring only works if another person is wearing the earring, and it has a max range of 120 feet.
120. Okay.
Never mind.
So you have to come back to use it.
Well, these are 20-foot squares, so I mean, it still has a decent range.
Yeah, in most instances, it's good. It's just this is a large.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see Thomas being like, Fiona.
Don't think Fiona had one.
Oh no, she does not have one.
Yeah, and she'd be out of range from her current position.
Yes, because at the time I only got enough for the party.
At this point, with everyone safe, aside from the confusion and some people like wanting to hire bodyguards and others, and others wanting an explanation.
Okay. They've been here longer, so I would like to sit down with Fiona and Kisa and see between the two of them if anybody, going over them the weird shit that my investigation came up with, and going, okay, based on what just happened and what this investigation check came up with, have you either of you two heard anything that might be an explanation? Local legends, mythology, old world shit, rumors on the street, shit some drunk guy was saying while you were doing construction.
Okay.
Newspaper reports that you may have seen before we got here.
Thomas, who is still buck-ass naked, is going to go fly back to the den and grab a coat for his wife and a wrap for himself, like a towel or something.
Yeah. Okay.
To his wife as quickly as possible so that she is not buck-ass naked in the street.
Yep. She will graciously accept. As long as she's naked on her terms, that's one thing.
I imagine Ro probably would have handed her one of the 18 blankets we're carrying around for no reason. Just
okay, that would work too. Though she would drop that for the.
Yeah, I'll take it back when she just chuck it back in the bag of holding. But
yeah.
So, and I'm purely doing this for the memes.
Mm-hmm.
Since we have been trying to get Thomas to wear this for so goddamn long, and he refuses to look at the loot crate.
Yeah.
As I sees Thomas walking up, he's like, "Oh god damn it!" He reaches it while he's checking blankets. Yeah. Chucks it at Thomas.
What is it?
Check the chat. It's the thing Sierra has been trying to get you to wear for a while, because she's been complaining about your lack of armor.
Oh.
But you keep forgetting to look in the loot crate to actually.
Thomas looks at it and goes, "Oh, can I just intensify?" It says, "It just say." Charisma times 2.5 feet. Can I do it for a fog area of less than 2.5 feet?
Usually with items like that, you can, use the same action economy to shrink it.
It's phrased as into a light fog within an area of. So yeah, it doesn't have to be that large. It can be that large.
Okay, excellent. Once he puts it on, he's going to leave the robe wide open and just put fog over his junk.
Okay. Okay, so you're asking them about any information they would have. Since at that point, I take it first you guys would collect people to go to, not be in the rain and such.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we roll AC in this?
We do, so it'll be AC 5 plus whatever your dex is. As opposed to, I think you were wearing studded leather before, which is only 2 plus dex.
Yeah. My AC is now 8.
There you go.
And
you have advantage on spell saving throws now.
Wait, no, my AC is 9.
And as long as you have the mist out, you have a little bit of free movement.
Okay. While he's doing that, Tarbelaine, is there anything specifically that you're doing while he's talking with Fiona and Kisa about the more recent ongoings before you guys had actually arrived? Though at the moment, Kisa does seem to be slightly annoyed, by the way, with Tara. Something about her not being decent.
She's got a blanket.
Chris Hansen, arrest this woman.
Well, he's just thinking anyone who's like not wearing a night robe or something is indecent. So, that being said, yeah, is Tarmley wanting to do anything specific aside from calling Chris Hansen?
Let me see.
Because I take it the conversation will be had inside the den.
I presume, yeah, we're not doing it out in the rain and catching pneumonia.
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. I could have cast that, I suppose, to pull people out of the, would have taken an action, though.
Everything I was doing was taking an action.
Well, yeah, but I have borrowed knowledge.
Mm.
I could have given myself proficiency on athletics for one turn, and then taken the next turn to pull.
Mm.
Yeah, just listening. I was looking to see if I had any.
What?
Thomas is going to be like, what are the odds that this kind of junk happens when we get to town?
Well, I don't know about your experience, and my experience, fairly often.
Taro's thinking, well, if there was something I could hit.
I would
Really
love
can't-
to find anything we could hit.
Well, you can't hit anything that caused this right now. Since let's just review then. Tara will move to behind you, Tarbelaine, and put her arms around you, but not in a sensual way. She's using you as kind of like a light squeeze toy, because it's clear that it's like she has a lot of physical energy right now, and is wanting to exert it. She's not crushing you, but it is an uncomfortable amount of pressure.
Tara's squeezing me?
Yep.
Yeah. Like she's behind you, has put her arms around you, and is like clenching with her arms to squeeze you to an uncomfortable degree. Then she'll let go. Then squeeze you. She's basically using you as like a stress ball.
Thomas is going to try to get her off of him.
Okay, she's not gonna force it. She'll then just start pacing around.
And then say, let's go in. We are inside, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, the much more mercantile people are like offering like 500, 1,000, 1,000 gold to kind of get someone to either figure out what's going on or to protect them from whatever happened. Creel doesn't seem to be giving in to the panic, and is like stoically sitting with his eyes closed, occasionally sipping what appears to be alcohol-infused tea.
Thomas is going to go behind the bar and start mixing some drinks, putting them into bottles.
Okay.
Before handing one to Ro, one to Amoros, and one to Kami.
Okay.
These are going to be potions of bless.
Oh, nice.
Does Tristan get what I'm doing?
You're you're handing out potions.
Of bless.
Yep.
Yeah.
Liquid spell.
'Tis nice.
Do those have
That
a time
is-
limit on them?
I believe they lose their power during next long rest.
Okay.
Yep. So, I assume we're probably going to go fight a big bad before the next long rest. So,
You'll notice that
actually, I'm only marking off for you, since the other two aren't here.
okay, Peter will.
Well, I'm asking which
The
one.
first one.
Okay.
Peter will eventually, actually, no, wait.
Why is Rose so much bigger than all of us?
He's a giant.
That's what she said.
That. Wait a minute. Okay, as for the question of recent activities, what is her skill? Okay. Fiona,
Much.
keeping the long coat around her. We'll take a few moments to recall. Okay. Anyway, from what they're able to recall, Fiona is mentioning that the townsfolk really seemed focused on getting everything ready for the upcoming trade show. Though, there we go. A person named Alderman Ritter was wanting to wanting to slow things down when the signs of the storm were beginning to occur. From what she was able to tell, from her perspective, it seemed like the natives of the town were there was a sense of secretiveness about them, which given the clientele she's seen before, isn't too unusual, except for the fact that it felt like the natives of Catalan, the village of Catalan, were that one, it applied to everyone, and two, that they there was a sense of purpose that she was getting from their movements that seemed to indicate there was now in retrospect that there was a bit more than just a trade fair going on, almost a bit of an expectance beneath the focused veneer. Kisa will comment. Yes, in retrospect, it does seem like that the villagers themselves were performing some kind of setup with this trade fair. Though from what I noticed, less any mythology around the area, aside from their mythically strong storm fronts that do pop up from time to time, much like this one. Is that I have sensed a general faint amount of magic, as if there's been a strong warping of the mist that has occurred. It would have to be in a repetitive fashion in order for there to be a residual like this. Though I've seen no overt signs of any mass rituals. One of the traveling folk in the area, specifically one of the shorter beings, will speak up. So the villagers wanted to trap us here, Kupo? There'll be some murmurings of Kupos, like Kupoing in different areas of the of the den.
It's saying Kupo. Tarvalane's gonna flash back again to the flashback that he just had and be like, what? Just a moment of going, why are there suddenly bunnies and And Kupos.
Kupos everywhere.
It's almost like the GM realized that he wasn't including enough of them and decided.
Wait, yeah, there should be some final in this fantasy. I also got some new Mao. And something later, because we should be able to get to it. Though I don't know how many people recognize it. Another one will speak up. Well, it sounds like the simple thing to do is to find some of the Catalans and Tara will speak up and smash their heads in. I was like, talk to them, Kupo.
Alright, well, where would you propose we do that?
Fiona will immediately speak up. The servers and Peter were hired from the local population.
Are they around? Or have they suspiciously vanished?
They are not on this floor.
Has anybody seen them?
Terzog will speak up.
Or know where their rooms are, perhaps?
Before I went down, I saw them go. I saw them go to leave to where I presume go to their homes. If they're locals to the area, they should have those.
Fiona, I hope you have an address in the record books. Or...
Yeah. Let me get it. She'll go to the back office room and return with the book. This is highly illegal, you know.
Giving us an address?
You can give it to me, darling.
Hey, give it to him. He's just going to go check on his employees. Make sure they didn't walk into the ocean. Nothing illegal about it.
There we go.
Of course, Kami would pick now to be passed out drunk right when we need her tracking skills.
Okay. Okay. Looking at it, you will see the addresses of Peter, Elenia, Mandela, Deacon.
Well, we know where Decan was.
And Relina. So you'll have addresses listed there.
Drop those down, slip it into his pocket. Alright. Let's go knock on some doors.
Okay. Taro says, finally. I'll knock on their doors real hard. Fiona will comment. I hope you take that energy other places. I take my energy many places. Right now, it's going to be in knocking on some doors. Okay.
Thomas will mutter under his breath to Fiona, "It's one of very few women I regret having slept with in the past several months, however long it's been since I started this journey."
You'll hear Tara say, "You don't hear me complaining about you."
Very few women do.
It wasn't bad, by the way.
Thomas is gonna, look at Fiona and raise an eyebrow.
Pop the Rosaura mobile and we're off.
Okay.
Hopefully this will be simple and it'll just be a creepy cult thing going on in this mass-linked basement, and we won't have to do a lot of legwork.
Okay. My card.
I mean, it's a small town, so there's only so many places in town. My concern is, as you saw me withdrawing on the map, there's going to be somewhere out to sea that we're going to have to figure out how to get to.
Okay.
Let's do it. Paid. That was good.
Okay, since you're outside, you will notice that it is eerily still. The villagers are not out.
I suspect not. I suspect they are either, again, hiding in their homes or have taken the secret tunnels in their basements to the evil underground cult lair.
Okay. So you're going to the addresses.
Yes, they're taking the Rosaura mobile with their extra, anti-terrain enhanced tires that I'm, designing.
Okay.
Because I know it's raining and we don't have paved roads, so it's going to be muddy and slippery and all this other shit.
Yeah.
He's got basically a hurricane-friendly Humvee type.
Okay.
But still with the steampunk Model T aesthetic, because we're still in the gotta keep it setting friendly, even if we aren't tanking it up.
Okay. Does the vehicle have stats?
I can bring up the stats we were using for it.
Okay.
I know I have expertise on driving it because of the spell.
Okay.
That's Descent into Avernus. Since the other book hasn't come in yet. Infernal War Machines. Okay.
What's it called? I'm not sure if I have stats for it.
Page 217 of Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus.
Yeah, but what's the name of the thing?
Vehicle?
Yeah.
Oh, this would be the Scavenger? No, this would be the Tormentor. Given how many people we have.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I had the book in here or not.
I don't think you have that one.
Okay.
You might, but I don't think we got you that one.
Okay, in that case then. Okay, what are people doing while you are while you're driving? I know in your case, I think you're just probably paying attention to not.
I'm hauling ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably trying not to get car sick.
From the drive.
Well, you see, what you do is you put the cabin on a gyro, so the cabin always remains level no matter what stupid shit I'm doing with the car.
See, they tried that in Britain with trains, and it just didn't work.
Yes, because the people in Britain have to compete with realistic physics, not magic.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Who's going with you? Or rather, who are you taking with you? Tara will obviously want to be going.
I'd say Tara sounds like she's kind of inserted herself as a required character.
I'm just struggling because I'm just playing her.
I imagine I'd like to bring Zasha, just because if we're dealing with weird anachronistic cult shit, having Sasha and probably Kisa probably would be the best bets as the two magic experts.
Okay, so you want everyone. Okay.
Tara, Zasha, Kisa.
Okay.
Would be my recommendation, at least, unless Matt has hard objections.
Nope.
I'd say they seem to to be the smartest choices with what we're dealing with, potentially.
Plus, any characters that are in mark mode that wanted to be there.
Well, you see, that's the thing. They're in mark mode, so they're currently in the standby party. But when we get there, we open up the menu and just reactivate them. They don't count for passenger, count in the vehicle. It's great. They're in the trunk.
Okay.
I guess.
Kisa will go and change out of her sleepwear. Tara's so focused on wanting to get back at whatever the fuck made her do shit that she's just still in her drying tank top and panties.
You want to maybe put on your equipment if we're going to go fight Chaos today?
Yeah, I will get dressed and grab my guns.
Well, I mean, I figured you were going to do that anyway, but so I wasn't addressing you. But yeah, you too. Anybody who's going with might want to go put on.
If you wanna find out what the fuck's going on, maybe you should put on some pants.
Unless you're a monk or a barbarian and don't need pants, in which case more power to you. But
she'll go and put on some pants, but she'll keep on the tank top.
Again, whatever she needs to do, whatever she does in the fight.
She also gets her Eskrima length sticks.
Okay, so she's a monk then. Got it. I suppose you could if you really want to fuck with people, but if you're
be a fighter with sticks,
either a fighter or maybe a rogue with Eskrima sticks. But
it's like
monk would be the obvious.
They're light in finesse, sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak
attack.
Exactly. So are you saying people know I'm bruising the fuck out of them? It hurts a lot. Okay.
Especially if you're like one of those rogue archetypes I've seen where you can turn your sneak attack damage into like some kind of weird knockout thing.
Okay. Yeah, no weird reason at all why I switched maps like this. I do need a I was going to say animal handling, but she's a
land
car.
vehicle.
Land vehicle.
And because she's my car, I get expertise.
Okay. Due to the muddiness of the road, unless you have something to counter this, it will be at disadvantage because you were hauling ass.
Well, again, he was trying to like tailor the tires and suspension stuff for the terrain, so I don't know if that would help offset that.
In that case, I would need a an intelligence-based land vehicle roll for like the design, and that'll determine whether I do the disadvantage or not.
You said intelligence-based vehicle roll?
Yeah.
So, I did not do a good job.
Okay. You underestimated the sheer level of muck.
Yeah. 6 plus 5 plus 1. No, I got great expertise, so plus 12. Oh, now you go. You didn't want me to design something new and overcome the terrain. I see what it is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. You're like Mario. You're like Mario Kart. You know that thing where
trying to design new like modern tires, and the car's like, no, we are sticking to these shitty ass Model T tires. They're like bicycle tires.
However, you want to like do drifts and shit, by all means. You're like drifting around corners in your kind of going through here because I don't actually have
Yeah.
an image of the
I'm
vehicle.
driving like this is a Roland Emmerich movie.
Yes. You're, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it's your sheath begins to vibrate. You don't have a weapon of warding?
I do not.
You do not.
That's Kenta.
Oh. Well, in that case...
I have ridiculously high perception.
what's your
And-
passive again?
Well, let's see. Rosario would negate the fact that I'm at disadvantage because she'd be helped because she's there to assist because she's usually the one who spots things. Okay, so that brings us up to a 21.
Okay. Okay.
Apologies.
D6.
Yeah, you came back just in time for us to get jumped.
Ooh, sweet. We don't have to go to it. It's coming to us.
Well, something's coming to us.
Okay. What's the AC of your vehicle?
AC of a Tormentor is 21. So plus 11, or what? Or what do you use? The roll, or
With it being a vehicle, I don't mind it being static.
okay.
Are you for real right now? You are for real right now.
Hold on, I will BRB.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. If I hang up, will it hang up the call?
It should not. Yeah, I thought Skype maintained the call.
It's because there was only 2 people in the call.
Okay.
Is he going down, or was he just switching devices?
I believe he was switching device. He just asked if there was... okay, I wasn't really paying attention because I was dealing with this. But I do not believe he was going down. Okay. Okay, is that, can it be that? Oh, I thought people wanted to fight, which is why part of the reason why I was doing this. I mean, it's legit in the thing, so... Because I was looking at the time, I was like, about like 45 minutes to an hour of combat. That sounds like a decent amount of combat, yeah? Yeah, if he has a headache or something, I mean, it's shit to play when you're sick.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. Because, again, looking at the time, it didn't look like it was...
we had time.
It's like, here I thought it was like, okay, yeah, there's some time for RP, a little bit of time for investigating, depending on how much people want to pursue that, then some time for combat.
Yeah, this is why you don't dedicate time to RP.
Yeah.
It always, because people are like, oh, look, the RP's done, time to crash. It's like, god damn it! Yeah, well. Well, that's the stream, everybody. Have fun.